Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome back to Diaries Aura. Today, we are diving into one of my all time favorite topics books. Books have this magical way of taking you on journeys you never thought were possible, right? Think about it. All it takes in one story, one idea, or one character to shift your perspective entirely. Isn't that amazing? So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever makes you feel cozy, and let's spend today talking about books. Oh, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know what you are reading or what books have left a mark on you. Let's start with the basics. Why books are so important? Books aren't just tools for learning. They're like these tiny worlds full of wisdom, adventure, and emotion. Did you know that reading can actually reduce stress? Research shows that even 6 minutes of reading can lower your heart rate and relax your muscles. Isn't that fascinating? And let's not forget how books build empathy. When you read about someone else's life, whether it's character in a story or a real person in a biography, you start to see the world through their eyes. It's like walking in someone else's shoes. For me, books have always been a source of comfort. I remember reading Little Woman during a really tough time in my life, and it felt like the March sisters were my friends. Have you ever had that experience with a book? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's dive into genres. Everyone has their go-to genre that they absolutely love, right? For me, it depends on my mood. I love fiction because it lets you escape reality, whether it's fantasy, historical fiction, or even contemporary novels. Fiction has this magical way of pulling you in. Like, who here loves Harry Potter? Isn't it just timeless? Then there's non-fiction. I know some people find it dry, but honestly, books like Sapiens or Becoming are so inspiring. They teach you about the world and yourself. Thrillers are another favorite. Have you ever read a book so gripping that you couldn't put it down? I remember staying up all night to finish The Girl on the Train. What about you? Any thriller recommendations? And poetry. It's like music for the soul, Books like Milk and Honey or The Sun and Her Flowers are just so raw and emotional. Do you enjoy poetry? I'd love to hear about your favorite poets. Let's talk about books that have genuinely changed my life. Those books that leave you thinking about them for days, maybe even years. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This book taught me about following my dreams and trusting the journey. That quote, when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. It's so powerful, right? The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This one is all about mindfulness and living in the present moment. It's like a wake-up call, reminding you that life is happening right now. Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book showed me how small changes can lead to big results. It's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about improving by 1% every day. Books like these have guided me, inspired me, and helped me grow. What about you? Are there any books that have left a lasting impact on your life? If you ever struggle with making time for reading, you are not alone. Life gets busy and sometimes reading feels like a luxury. Here are some tips to build a reading habit. First one, start small. Begin with just 10 minutes a day, even a little bit counts. Second one, carry a book anywhere. Whether it's a paperback or an ebook on your phone, having a book handy makes it easier to read in small pockets of time. Third one, set goals. Try reading one book a month. It's manageable, right? Fourth one, create a cozy reading space. A comfortable chair, a warm blanket, and good lighting can make all the difference. Let's gush about some amazing authors and book series, shall we? J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter is more than just a book series. It's a cultural phenomenon. Haruki Murakami. His books are like dream serial, mysteries, and deeply emotional. Have you read Norwegian Wood or Kafka on the Shore, Rick Riordan, and of course, Percy Jackson. It's so fun and educational at the same time, right? Have you ever thought about what goes into writing a book? It's a lot more than just sitting down and typing. The process. First one, brainstorming ideas. Second one, drafting the story. And third one, revising and editing. It's like crafting a masterpiece, right? And to all the aspiring writers out there, keep going. Your story could change someone's life. Let's answer some questions from you guys. Someone asked, what's the best book to start with if you're new to reading? Great question. I'd say start with something light and fun like The Fault in Our Stars or Eleanor and Park. Another question, how do you deal with a reading slump? Oh, that's tough one, right? For me, reading an old favorite usually helps. What about you? Share your tips below. Wow, can you believe we've been talking about books for a long time? Time flies when you're doing something you love, right? Books are more than just stories. They are experiences, lessons, and sometimes even lifelines. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? And keep the conversation going in the comments. Happy reading, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.